do identify as a frequency holder. Do identify as a frequency holder. Even if you don't know what that term means or you haven't heard of it yet, is this you? Like, does it feel like this is you? Eckhart Tolle introduces this term frequency holder at the end of the book, A New Earth. And the first time I heard it, I was like, oh my God, this is me. I love this term. And I've been on this wanting to connect with my people who are watching my videos lately. And I'm just wondering if anybody watching my videos would identify as a frequency holder. Let me know. My name is Elizabeth Cermak. I'm a psychotherapist and coach here to talk about bringing the vertical into this world. And yeah, let me know if you identify with this term. But I'm also going to, in this video, we're going to read the section of frequency holders in A New Earth and talk a little bit about what that means. Okay, being a frequency holder. Okay, A New Earth, this is chapter 10 of A New Earth. And I believe the chapter is called A New Earth. Hold on, let me look. Oh yes, this is chapter 10 of A New Earth entitled A New Earth. And this is the section that says the frequency holders. So the outward movement into form does not express itself with equal intensity in all people. Some feel a strong urge to build, create, become involved, achieve, and make an impact upon the world. If they are unconscious, their ego will, of course, take over and use the energy of the outgoing cycle for its own purposes. That ego. I add things sometimes when I'm reading them. So anyway, let's continue. This, however, also greatly reduces the flow of creative energy available to them, and increasingly they need to rely on efforting to get what they want. They need to rely on efforting to get what they want. Okay, so if they are conscious, those people in whom the outward movement is strong will be highly creative. Others, after the natural expansion that comes with growing up has run its course, lead an outwardly unremarkable, seemingly more passive and relatively uneventful existence. They are more inward-looking by nature, and for them, the outward movement into form is minimal. They would rather return home than go out. They have no desire to get strongly involved in or change the world. If they have any ambitions, this guy keeps driving by. Okay. If they have any ambitions, they usually don't go beyond finding something to do that gives them a degree of independence. Some of them find it hard to fit into this world. Some are lucky enough to find a protective niche where they can lead a relatively sheltered life, a job that provides them with a regular income or a small business of their own. Some may feel drawn toward living in a spiritual community or monastery. There's been times when I've wondered if I should be living in a monastery. Others may become dropouts and live on the margins of a society they feel they have little in common with. Some turn to drugs because they find living in this world is too painful. Others eventually become healers or spiritual teachers, that is to say, teachers of being. In past ages, they would probably have been called contemplatives. There is no place for them, it seems, in our contemporary civilization. On the arising new earth, however, their role is just as vital as that of the creators, the doers, the reformers. Their function is to anchor the frequency of the new consciousness on this planet. So we don't realize like what power that has. I've seen people criticize this idea of frequency holder, like people who are talking about how you have to go out and do, and they don't get it, right? If you're criticizing this, you don't get it because everybody comes into this world different. We all have a unique soul, and we all come into this world to be who we are. And if someone else is telling you this is how you have to be, well, then there's a problem there, right? They don't get it, somebody who's criticizing this. Because we don't know. Our limited perception doesn't know. We don't know what power we have. Every thought we think, every feeling we have is affecting something, right? Okay. On the arising new earth, however, their role is just as vital as that of the creators, the doers, the reformers. Their function is to anchor the frequency of the new consciousness on this planet. I call them frequency holders. They are here to generate consciousness through the activities of daily life, through their interactions with others, as well as through just being. There's this guy that lives in the apartments near me, and I see him, he works at Walmart, and I see him walking back and forth, even in the winter, to work. You know, he walks to work and then goes home, and I feel this, he's a frequency holder. You know, I just feel this when I watch him or look at him or see him at the store. I feel this connection to him. It's so interesting. Okay, so like we don't know. I mean, he's working at Walmart, right? We don't know how he could be affecting the entire world, holding the frequency of a new earth in his being. In this way, they endow the seemingly insignificant with profound meaning. Their task is to bring spacious stillness into this world, by being absolutely present in whatever they do. There is consciousness and therefore quality in what they do, even the simplest task. Their purpose is to do everything in a sacred manner. Remember how there's that video where I talk about, I'll put the link to it, where I talk about doing small things in a sacred manner. I don't know if I use the word sacred. I think I do. But like little tasks, doing them with love. As each human being is an integral part of the collective human consciousness, they affect the world much more deeply than is visible on the surface of their lives. I'm wondering, does anybody that watches my videos connect with this idea of being a frequency holder? I certainly do. I certainly do. I certainly feel it's part of my calling, I guess you would say. This Michael Meade video I was watching yesterday, he was talking about how, yeah, we're kind of obsessed in our society with having choices. And yeah, it's nice to have choices. But isn't it wonderful to be chosen? And he talks about how we're all chosen for something, and that we need to get into this place of stillness, this place of infinity, the Tao. We need to connect this place and listen. What are we chosen? What are you chosen for? What is choosing you? What is choosing you? We all have a calling. We all have a place within this world. Everything we do affects the world, right? We all have a frequency. Words are limited. It's okay. Words are limited. We all have a frequency, but some of us probably connect with this idea more than others. But I think the point is that nobody's job is bigger than somebody else's job in this new earth. Nobody's job is bigger than somebody else's job. We all have our job, and our job is really to be who we are, to align with our soul. That's our job. That's our calling. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Once again, go ahead and subscribe below if you want more videos like this. Peace and love, and I will talk to you soon.